one of my fellow Hall of Fame electees, Walt Frazier, looking on, always dapper.
Wilkins with 41. This is Jerome Kersey, a late entry.
My dark horse. The fans liked it. Of course, I think the judges may have been influenced on Stansbury's part because it's a partisan crowd here with Stansbury playing for the Sonics. But I like Kersey. He's strong. He's got great jumping ability. He has some good creativities. He comes in from the baseline, the good leap over, throws it through with authority, comes up with a 48. Now, I think that Michael Jordan's dunk was comparable to that. Michael getting 41. He really got the short end of it.
I agree. 21, and that's the lowest score of the day.
Let me go back to talking about dunking in traffic. You talked about Chambers. When you dunk in traffic, a lot of times it looks a lot more fantastic, awesome, whatever, because there's people around. When you come out here and you do it in front of people, you're not doing anything extra special with the ball. That's why you must come up with the creativity in this contest to try and get the appeal of the judges. Like that.
Jerome Kersey looks strong. Your dark horse pick, Rick Barry, is strong. He had a 48 first one. Let's see what he gets here. It could be right up there. He's competing with Stansbury for the leading score, but almost certainly is going to advance into the round of 4.
Now watch him on the super slow-mo. Now look at the creativity of Kersey. He gets it up, a little windmill action over to the left side. Left hand, look how high his head right up near the rim, throws it through. A 44. I want to tell you something. These judges are not being very fair to a lot of these guys, in my opinion. I really think that deserved a 48 or a 49 at least. That was better than Stansbury's dunk.
Well, let's call it a beauty contest. You know, the beauty of the dunk is in the eye of the beholders, I suppose. Now, what we've got here is some discussion among the judges about the 4 who will advance. We'll come back and tell you who the 4 for the semifinal round will be right after this. All right, here is Jerome Kersey. This is the Trail Blazers forward who has replaced Dominique Wilkins with a sore back. As you said, Dominique got all excited here, wanted to be in, but I'm sure his team's happy he's not in. Not bad from Jerome Kersey. That should score high. Kersey scored in the first round with his 2 dunks, a 48 and a 44 for a 92.
This may be his best one. Look at the slam cam. It's mounted above the basket. Keep an eye. Kersey comes in. It comes off the glass. The big catch and reaches through with authority from behind. A 50 for Kersey.
So that's the second 50 of the day. 50. There was a 50 earlier in the second dunk in the first round of Stansbury. But in trouble. Terrence Stansbury off to a great start, but now weakening a bit as we look at Jerome Kersey. Had a 50 on his first one. That one was very good also.
Larry Weinberg, one of the owners of the Portland Trail Blazers, is very happy about that move by one of his players. We'll watch the replay again. He'll come up. Now look at the strength and the height that he gets. Comes up with a little spin move, brings it back over. You can't quite see it from that low angle, but his head was up very close to the rim. He does it with a lot of power and authority. 48. He's about as strong a dunker as you hope to see, and he rates right up there with Dominique in his ability to throw those kind of things through.
All right, this is Bob Neal, Rick Barry with you. We're in the semifinals. We're in the 3rd dunk.
Looks like Kersey might be going for the long-range jump.
Jerome Kersey, the late replacement for Dominique Wilkins, the winner 2 years ago. Kersey from Portland.
Kersey looked back in amazement, couldn't believe that he didn't dunk that one through, but he did indeed step inside of the line. Now, I don't think this is his specialty, trying to do something here that shows the versatility that a Michael Jordan has and the ability to hang in the air and to glide to the basket. Kersey's more of a power man. I think he should do more power moves inside with a lot of spins, throwing the ball up like Stansbury does. This would get more attention from the judges because of the authority he throws it through. When you go from this far out, Bob, you can't throw it through with a lot of authority. Well, I tell you, he took a chance there, Bob. After the miss, he needed a good one, and to throw it off the glass, the timing had to be perfect, and he came through with a very strong, powerful dunk. As you can see, when he gets in close, he can throw it through very, very strongly. There's the toss, the catch, brings it over as he passes the basket to throw it through. Comes up with a 49. That's going to make it tough for Stansbury. Michael Jordan needs a good dunk here, and it'll be he and Stansbury in the finals.
Bob Neal and Rick Barry with you at the Coliseum in Seattle, ready for the championship round of the 1987 Slam Dunk Competition. And while we look at the coin, let's stay with the coin toss just for a second here. We have the coin toss in the middle. That'll see who will win and then have the choice of dunking first or second. So the coin toss has happened, I guess. We'll check on it in a moment and find out who won that. It'll give me a moment to remind you that this program is authorized under rights granted by the National Basketball Association solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any publication, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited. Now, we're still not sure who won the toss, but we do know that Kersey is first.
Very good, Bob. We're not going to fall into that trap again, are we?
Yeah, fool me once. Jerome Kersey.
A little pump and a little windmill action on this. We'll watch it in the super slow-mo. Kersey straight at the basket, using that great jumping ability and strength that he has. Goes up in the air, little windmill, takes it around and throws it through. Nothing extraordinary, I don't think, Bob. He comes up with only 46, so a great chance for Michael Jordan to really put the heat on Jerome Kersey if he can come through with another one of those airborne specials. The judges being very tough on the competitors.
I think maybe the judges expect too much of Michael Jordan. Now, Clyde Drexler about to go here. We're going to stand by with Charlie Neal, Jerome Kersey. And he misses. Remember, they can replace a dunk here.
Trying to copy Jordan on that one.
There's Dominique Wilkins and Magic Johnson. They're right at the post underneath the hoop. It's still shaking from that last miss by Kersey. Let's pick up now. Here's his replacement dunk.
A little bit more with the power. Now, what Jerome Kersey needs to get a little more creativity in his dunks to really try and help himself. But I'm nice to see my dark horse candidate here in the finals, though. We'll watch the super slow-mo replay as he comes up. Again, the little pump move and then the spin. But you can see how high he gets and the power that he throws the ball through with.
45. So Kersey, he got 3 dunks here. 46 and a 45. And Jordan on his first one had a 48. Real quickly before Jordan goes, Charlie Neal's with Spud Webb. Spud, what do you think about Jordan so far? Well, Kersey needs a 50. And even with a 50, it would put him in trouble. He has 91 points so far to 96 for Jordan.
Not going to do it, I'm afraid, Bob. And we'll see if Michael Jordan tries to come up with something special here, knowing full well that he doesn't need anything extraordinary. I don't know if he'll take a chance on this one as we watch this final dunk on the part of Jerome Kersey, who with late notice coming into the competition, replacing Dominique Wilkins, has done a nice job. And they give him a 49 on that one.
So he has 140 total after getting that.
Well, that's almost a repeat of the one that he came in from the side, turning sideways on it, but he needed to make sure he made it. And Hakeem Olajuwon coming up with the score there for Michael Jordan.
All right, let's look at it in super slow-mo. It's almost impossible for Michael Jordan to lose. He gets a 50 on his third dunk.
There he goes on the takeoff. He goes sideways. Now the lean-in move. You see how he looks like Superman flying sideways through the air as he hooks it in from another angle. Watch the lean-in. Now he'll be almost parallel. We'll see the completion of it on the Slam Jam camera as you see how high he got up over the rim.